Good morning and welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to do some stamping, and these are tabs, keeping tabs. I have shared in another video that I got the die from Stampin Up, and this is their tabs die. They do have a coordinating stamp set. I stamped them all out on a piece of cardstock and then slid it in the back so I would know what they look like. So what I did was, and I got these, if you don't have a demonstrator, I got them through Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy, but she has just announced that she is really busy at work with people being out, and she's not going to be have time to do the Stampin' Up. So I do have a local demonstrator that I was using before. So there you go. All right. So I'm using the Early Espresso, and I love the stamp pads because they're really large and you can get a lot of ground cover, and I really like what the sponge is made of. But when you're crowding things on your platform, it's easier if you have a smaller ink pad to be able to get in there and do whatever you want, especially if you want to use different colors. So what I did was I went back and I purchased, I saw a few videos on it, and these were Stampin' Up demonstrators where you could get the little refill. They're called Uninked Stampin Spots, and they're basically made of the same material, I believe, the sponge, and you just re-ink them. Now, when I bought my ink pads, and then I went back and got the refills, and then I got these. So, I got some paint on me. I've been doing a variety of everything. So what I did was I re-ink this, and I did it this morning, so I hope I got enough ink on there and I can do what I want to do. So I just got the Early Espresso re-ink bottle, so I really love that. So there's my large pad. And I've showed this before, this is not my idea. I saw it on Jennifer McGuire Ink, where she makes a template if she's doing like mass making of something, stamping the same thing. And that's basically what I'm going to do. I made myself a template. I took my tab punch and I cut 4 because that's what I want to use. Well, I'll show them here. I did some, these were the ones I cut out here. This style, this style, this style, and this style. This way here, I can slide this on here, and this is the Sizzix sticky grid paper where you just put it on there, and then you put your cardstock or whatever on there. I have my template on there, and it's going to hold it. So then I went through and cut out a bunch of cardstock tabs. These are just them cut out in scrapbook paper. I was just messing around. So now I can go through, and there might be a right or a wrong, I'm not sure, probably not. Go through and slide these in here. I can do 4 different ones at a time, and then I'll lay my whatever I'm going to stamp out. There's many different variations. Let me put a something underneath here because it does slam down. Where'd you go? trying to, oh, there it is. Sorry. I've got another mouse pad here. I'll put that under there so it doesn't slam down. So it has many options that you could stamp. For today, I'm just going to do these 4 here. And I'm just going to do the one color. Because I may put these in my shop, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to line that up there. I might have to adjust it a little bit. And then I love this little heart one. It has 2 lines underneath, so you could write something or you could stamp something. You could actually probably put the notes would fit in there. Really cute set. So I'm going to put this over here. I'll adjust it in a minute. That one will go there. So keep that all together. I'll put the numbers in the description if you want to go ahead and get them. I know they have a deal on combo if you buy the both. And I'm not a demonstrator or not getting paid or anything like that, but I think it's a cute set if you buy the die and the stamp set together. And that's the way to go. Okay, so let me line these up. And I haven't used them a lot, so they're very tacky. It'll take a little bit to get that. This one is the trickiest one because you want those lines to be straight. All right, and I've got my clear. If you're stamping clear stamps, your clear must be up top. If you're stamping rubber, thicker stamps, you would have that top side. So I'm going to clear, so I'm going to do this. So every time they're going to be in the right place. Now my stamps are pretty tacky. I may put some painter's tape down just so that they don't lift up. And this is just until you get your stamps conditioned. That might help. All right, I want to make sure that I'm going to take this off and just make sure this one here is straight. And I think it is. I can see that on the lines. So I think I'm good to go. And I'm going to test out my... Now you can, if you wanted to emboss them with clear embossing, I did these because it was this is out of poster board. I used the poster board because it's stronger. And it has a sheen to it, so in order for my ink to dry, I had to put clear embossing on there so you can kind of feel the texture. So let's see if this works. And I just used their little, and I just used the little, you could use any of your ink refills. So I haven't tested this out yet, this little one, but so let's just, oops, I got a little off grid there. Oh yeah, it's working really well. Seems to be very juicy. So let me just close it and see where I need to. I don't think that'll stamp, but let's just see if I need to touch up. And that's what I like about the stamping platform. Plus, I have really severe arthritis, and I can't, that push down grab thing, it just is really difficult for me. This is easy. So I see that I need to add a little bit more ink here and this one here. So that one's good. Oh, it's got dots around, so I'm not getting the dots. So I do like this smaller one for stuff like this. So that'll work out really well. Yeah, I like that. I'm just going to touch this one up a little bit. And if you put a little grip pad or something underneath here, it just helps with grounding it so it's not banging around, because it can get noisy. Okay, that one's good. Touch this one up a little bit. Okay. I might clean that one off a little bit. Yeah. Okay, those look good. So now getting them off, and I think I might, I'm just looking for my little pokey tool. I might take my big crocodile and make a little puncture hole here on this, just so I have something to get in there, because these are stuck in there. But if you lift it up, or you could glue a little tab here, but I think doing a little hole right there, and I'll show you after I get these off. I've done it to one of my other ones. I've used this on my tickets, my Tim Holtz tickets. I have a template for that. Excuse me. So let me take this off. Let me find that little rascal first. And I'm going to clean that off. Just because I feel like I got too much, I pushed too hard was the thing. Okay, so let me take this off. And I need a piece of paper. Slide this over so I have enough room. I'm just going to puncture a hole just so I have a spot to put my little pokey tool in there and lift them up. That'll make things go a little bit quicker. And I'm going to go with the smaller hole, which is 1/8, I think. Yeah. There we go. I'm just going to go in just on the edge here. And I'm going to go over a little bit. Doesn't have to be in the middle, just so I can get in there and lift it up. I might go with this, the bigger one. I'm going to go in the middle just so everything sits flat. There we go. Didn't quite cut out, but you get the idea. So just go in and just kind of somewhere in the middle there. Just like a half cut out. And then I'll do here too. There, that'll help. I did that with my ticket template. Alright, so there's that. So let's see how that works. Put this back. I'll have to reline these up. Okay. Thinking I could use my magnets instead of this tape back down, just to make sure it stays. I think the tackiness will go away, but these are like really sticky. So I'm gonna clean those off real good because I have to reline them up. I'm just gonna use a wipe. I don't like to use cleaner on my stamps. I know Tim Holtz says there's certain ones do not use, so I'd have to rewatch his video about cleaning stamps, but he just used a cloth. My stamp cloth that I had fell apart. I had it for years and years. I just use a wipe, and then because the wipe has like little lint, I have one of these microfibers. I probably should get another one from the dollar store, and I use it just for that. Just get all that lint off there, because that lint will get in your ink pad. All right, let me reline these up. So I'm just going to slide these in. So this is a lot easier than doing like one at a time. So I'll just pull these up and line it up. I'll have to recheck that one and make sure it's straight. All right, let's make sure this is clean. Okay, I'm going to take this off and check to see if this is straight. Just going to adjust it a little bit. I think I'm ready to go. I think this time, because this is so juicy, I'm not going to press too hard because it gets down in where it doesn't need to go. And that's why I don't press my stamps into my ink pad, because then it just goes everywhere. So I'm just going to dab, because I can go back in and touch up. Okay, see what we get. Got that good and straight. Actually looks pretty good. This one here, I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like that. Yeah, it is kind of raggedy. This one here, I'm going to do a little pressure. I don't think I put ink on anything else today. Okay, there we go. That looks good. I'm just going to give the dots a little bit more color. So just tapping on some stamps, and you kind of learn which stamp set you need to do that to. I'm just going to apply some pressure. I like it. All right, so I think I got the setup pretty good. So see now with that little hole there, I can go in here and pop these up and just toss them to the side and oops, just keep going. Just put 4 more in. You can do any color. I just picked the white and the Espresso, so just going to slide these in, and I'm being mindful that these are, there's a cut side, like where you cut it, and then there's a back side. So I'm making sure to stamp on the top side, where the cut, where it's indented, is on the bottom. And when I cut these, I just cut a little bit larger than my die. I had a bunch of scraps and I just went through and cut them down to, let's see, 2 by 2 3/4, and I just ran them through. And so there's my scrap right there. That'll go in the garbage. And I was able, with that die, to cut 2 at a time easily. And it did just fine. So 2 at a time. And I always cut my, when I'm doing die cutting and stuff like that, cut everything down to square so you have less waste. So there you go. All right, so I have those in. I'll do another set. I might do kind of want a different color. I might do this coastal coral because I'm working on something. Yeah, let me clean this off and then I'll just do the coastal coral. This one is still wet, so I'll use that. They're still in place so I can switch up colors. So it works out if you have like a bucket of these already made up ahead of time and you kind of know what you want to do and just go for it. And I love the template for that. All right, I'm going to do the coastal coral. See how this works out. And I'm just tapping, I'm not mashing. With the platform, you can go back in and reapply. Now my stamps were still wet from the wipe. Okay, I'm going to have to go a little bit more on this one here. I like that. I think my alignment is a little bit off. There might be a right way and a wrong way to these, putting them in. Let me put another one in and just see. Yeah, just be mindful when you put them in that they fit in right like a puzzle. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a really light color. It's Coastal Coral by Ranger. Okay, I like it. I love the dots. I need to go a little bit more on that one there. Pretty, very pretty. All right, so let me see if I can share these. I think my stamp lineup, so probably do a couple tests. On this one here is a little bit off. I can move it over a little bit, but overall, I don't know. Let me get something darker. I've got a lot of sunlight coming in, but it's great because I was really freezing this morning. I love this set. So pretty. Yeah, I need to adjust this stamp set there. But yeah, so there's that. Kind of hard to see. There's dots on here. I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but yeah. Okay, so there's those. And I think I'll try another color. Let me... I'm going to do another color, but I want to adjust this one because it's not lining up very well. Or I didn't line it up. So I'm just going to do that and then dry them off. Make sure there's no lint. I'm going to peel this one off. And I'm going to flip it around. Just going to see. There we go. That's the way to line it up without the cardstock in there, because you can kind of feel around and move it, and it's like in there. So I think I will do all of them like that. This one is, it doesn't go all the way, it's just stamping on the edges, so I had to think about it at first. So I'm feeling that that's in there. Oops, sorry. Okay, that's in there. And this one I'm going to put right here so I can get that right on the edge. No, I kind of want it up a little bit. What's great is these grid things have lines on them. So I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Like right there. Nope, right there. Right on that line. Okay, let's see how that works out. I'm going to pick another color. Let's see. What do I want? How about Paradise Teal? I think that's a good color. All right, so let me put these in. That looks good. Looks good. Nope. Okay. This is a good little, like, goose faba, just kind of relax, something to do. All right, this is Paradise Teal by Ranger. Let's see what we get. Oh, I didn't check to see if that one was lined up. I'll find out. Yeah, I could move that up a little bit. Pretty, very pretty. Love that color. So I'm just going to hit this one up until I get it where I want it. That's pretty. The dots look pretty good. I'm going to just hit it up one more time. A little bit on that heart. When you have a solid area, sometimes it takes a couple times to get that. There we go. A little bit right there. I think I can take my magnets out. Let's see if it lifts on me. Because once you get your stamps conditioned, they're not as sticky. Yeah, they're good. Okay, that is the Paradise Teal. I like those. And now that I have this little tab thing there, the little poke out thing, I can pull these off. That turned out a lot better. I lined it up. This one needs an adjustment. Oh, looks pretty good. Is that one there? I didn't even fold them so you could see what they look like. Let me do the ones that are dry. Just fold them so you have that on that one side and that on another side, but wasn't lined up very good, but that's okay. I'll keep them for myself. That one there. So this one here is that on one side you could stamp something there. That one didn't get so good. Here's the dots. And then the little heart thing. These are really cute. You could write something, you could stamp something. Yeah, really cute. Where am I at on time? 32 minutes. Okay. I think that's it for today. I just wanted to share how I do that when I'm mass making die cuts with coordinating stamps. I'm kind of liking those now, so yeah. And I like the idea of having the small little ink pad for like I was doing words and quotes, and it will be so much easier using this tiny little re-inker thing. So yeah, I like those. I got the Stampin' Up Real Red. I really love this red. It's beautiful. Actually, let me see, try it with a set. Let me clean this off. Just to show you what that red looks like, but I think I will get a re-inker and then make a red one of this little one. Because I had some strawberries I wanted to stamp out, and yeah, they're very tiny and delicate. So let me get the water off here. And then let me see if I can adjust this just so slightly. Okay. All right. Just load this up, do some red ones. Okay, let's see what we get. This is juicy. I'm just going to dab it, just tap it lightly because I can come back in. Ooh, I love that red. It's so beautiful. So I think I will get re-inker and do the little one. That way I could come in and, because when you have things crowded on there, it's easier to have a smaller one because I'm inking outside. But I love this for bigger stamps. I still got some blue on my stamp there, but that's okay. I'm going to hit it with the red. Yeah, this red is very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, that's it. And I don't have any trouble. I've gotten used to, with my arthritis, closing these, just pulling it back, pull it up, slide it in. It's got a little ridge here. I just stick my finger on there and pull it forward and close it. All right, that's it for today. Show you my red. Tabs. I can just stick this in here and pop that up. Very cute. Love that stamp set. It has other sentiments, all kinds. Well worth it. Isn't that pretty? All right. That's my share for today. Enjoy your Thursday. Take good care, and prayers, thoughts and prayers out to all of those who are affected by the hurricane and lost loved ones. It's so sad. I can't even stomach to watch the news. It's too much. And they have another storm coming up through Florida too. My dad has a lot of worries about it. So yeah, thoughts and prayers out to all of those. Yeah. Take care. Bye.